Okay, so something that's changed at Waikaraka Family Speedway and Lucas Oil Speedway is that we're seeing a little bit more of this character. Well, we're only seeing more of this character because we've got these characters here organising when we see this character. So if you're not confused, you will be, don't worry. This is the producer, this is Dave Turner, everyone calls him DT because I usually call him something else, and this is Mike Matheson, who's our director. So producer, director, right, so DT, we'll get it right with you for a start. Good to have you here at Waikaraka, but you guys have been at the Western Springs for quite some time, and from me it's relatively new. I mean, dealing with this character is one thing. I don't know how you actually managed to put it together, but so how do people, what are they expecting to see? What can they see? Do they just watch on the screen? Can they hear what's being said other than the speakers? What's the deal there?
Well, no, the philosophy that we had all along when we did Western Springs and then when we came over across town, if you like, was the fact that we're here to provide a show. Yep. So there's two parts of that show, and that's hosted by Nick, with you guys doing commentary and stuff in between. But it's a family entertainment thing that's driven by the big screen here on site, but then also via the web stream. So if you're at home or if you're a viewer, and we've had viewers in Australia and America watching the thing, then it's a proper show that they see and they sit down, and it has an opening and a closing and a whole bunch of racing in the middle. So from my point of view, it's structuring a show for the fan here and the fan that's not here. And then we link that through Pits TV here in New Zealand, who's our web provider, if you like, and we feed the content from here to Jason at Pits TV, and then he puts it out to the world. So it's kind of a double-pronged process. Being able to find our links is either via Pits TV or via the two Speedway sites, so the Auckland site or the Waikaraka Park site, and they will always have the web stream contacts on them.
Well, you've been heavily involved in motor racing for a long time. We'll quickly jump to Matheson Mike Matheson, because two mics and a mic. There's a lot of mics around here. And then we'll get Dave DT to just show us quickly inside the booth here. But so you're in the commentators' ears, and they really, really like that. And what else do you do during the course of the night?
That's to get started of the night. I don't stop talking. So
yeah, pretty much.
We're on comms to all the cameramen, on comms to DT. DT's got comms back to me. I've got all the pictures, live pictures in front of me, and it's up to me to choose what goes out when. So at the end of a race, for example, we've always got a grid result that comes up. So we're in charge of putting grids up, and then getting Nick prepared with a story to cut down to Nick, and that involves talking to you guys to say, right, we're throwing down to Nick, and he's got Who Flung Dung with him. So throw down to him.
So that's what we have to do
my job is to try and structure you guys and get you guys on the same page. And it's not easy.
No, good job. All right, DT, so we're finished talking. He wants to eat his hot dog.
Yeah,
I don't want to interrupt his hot dog.
No, it's a very important part of the night. It's like hydrating before the race.
Now, we're not going to have time to look at the camera guys. I know they do a fantastic job. I really am impressed with the work they get. Mike will say, hey, look, we've got a replay of that. But just show us a little bit about what you guys actually do, if you don't mind, inside because, I mean, we're not talking about a couple of cordless mics here and a cell phone.
So this is top secret now.
All right, nobody's going to see this. I trust you, I promise you.
Here we go. Here's our control room, if you like. So Mike actually sits in here on the night. We've got Bodie here who does all our audio. So that audio goes to the web stream and also goes to the PA as well. Right. And it's your commentary, the effects mics around the track, all that sort of thing. Sam here, he's a main man. He's doing replays, and graphics and bits and pieces for across the night, and also watching the monitoring of the web stream. So we see our output leaving here at Waikaraka Park, heading towards Pits TV, and then we can see it coming back. So we know at any stage, if someone is watching the coverage on the web stream, we know what they're watching because we're watching it too. So, you can't kind of con us, we know what's going out. But also, if we have a technical error, we can see it as well. So the whole basis comes out of here for the night, and then the cameraman scattered across the ground, and then Mike's got the output of all of those cameras and stuff. On the open wheel nights, we've got an extra camera now just because of the way we do our open wheel coverage, and then all of this was put together mimicking something that we did at Western Springs, but in a far smaller area. So the boys have done a tremendous job. It was late getting in here because of the rebuild of the venue, but we've sort of hit our strides now, and the aim is to make a quality show for the viewer who's here and the viewer who's not.
That's absolutely fantastic. Also, shout out again to your camera people, because they do a cracking job. They really, really do. I'm not trying to blow smoke up their bums. They are onto it. You guys are onto it. Whereabouts can people see this? How do they get on to coming to see this live stream if they can't get to the facility? Tell us a little bit about that quickly.
Well, I just think the best thing for them is to go to the two individual sites. So Waikaraka Park Stock Car Club, the Waikaraka Park site, and or the Lucas Oil Auckland Speedway site. They will always have links to the live stream on, but the other way of getting to it is going straight to the Pits TV media site, and the links will always be on there. There'll always be a thumbnail for the individual meetings. You click on there and you're in business. So that's the best way of doing it. Our part of the deal is to supply that feed to Pits TV and let them distribute it from there.
Absolutely fantastic. So from the start, from the right through the centre, now we'll go over here. We've got one thing we have to do. We have to finish with Nick Brown very quickly because everything starts and everything finishes with Nick Brown. Here he is. Hey mate, great to have you here at Auckland Stock and Saloon Car, Waikaraka Family Speedway.
Isn't it? It's great to be here.
Great setup there. I mean, these guys certainly know what they're doing. It's an outstanding facility considering how knees up under the chin they are.
Yeah, but it's part of what we do. It's kind of the grassroots TV aspect, if you like. But I mean, as DT and Mike will have explained, it's about the stuff that we've done. We want to do the same for the saloon cars, the super stocks, the stock cars, the mini stocks, who I absolutely love, think they're brilliant. And tonight, something special with some classic stock cars.
Yeah, very special.
I'm going to tell you a story.
Yeah, go on then.
There's a classic stock car down there. It's got a Hillman Imp body.
Yep.
It's finished in blue and white.
Yep.
It used to be a dark burgundy colour when I was 11 years old.
Oh, no.
At Forest Lake Stadium in Hamilton. That car.
Golly.
That car. I've already spoken to the guy that owns it, and we reminisced about Forest Lake Stadium, and yeah, that's the car. So that car is what introduced me into stock car racing in this country at 11 years old, and it's here tonight. How cool is that? In as raced condition.
Unbelievable. All right, so you've heard of what happens here at Auckland Stock and Saloon Car Club, Lucas Oil Speedway. Tonight it's a stock car night, saloon car night, and it's going to be an absolute cracker. So.
And next week it's 2 nights. It's the TQ Championships. We're looking for a new TQ champion, so that'll be next week. So come racing tonight.
Yeah.
Come racing next Friday, next Saturday, and then we've got more great racing right across the year. And the cool thing is, because we've got Auckland Stock and Saloons and we've got open wheelers, basically we've got every weekend sewn up through till end of April.
Done.